Hi, everybody. This is Stephanie. I wanted to take a minute to show you how you can use your MacBook to present to students in class and at home at the same time. Now, this is one way to do it. First of all, I just want to go on and open up a presentation. So I'm going to open up my presentation that I'm going to have up that I want my students to look at. Here it is. I can even go into my present mode. I like to kind of use this presenter view and then close this out because then it doesn't really block off too many of them. And it kind of gives me this slide like that, right? So I'll have this slide. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Google Classroom. And by the way, I have my Chromebook set up here so that my students, I'm talking to them, they can see me, I can see them. They're on there. I have WA student and I have myself. So this particular class, I only have one, but I want them to be able to see what I'm showing my students in class. So what I'm going to do is log into the Meet again. Before I log in, I'm going to mute myself, but I'm also going to turn off my camera. I really don't need my camera on the Meet here because I have it on over here. It also is going to help a little bit with any kind of feedback. You might also want to mute your tab as well, so you would be able to see that up there. So what I want to now do is go, instead of saying join now, I want to say present. So remind you, this is my laptop I'm on, and it's hooked up to the projector in my room, right? But I have a student at home, and I want them to see the presentation, but I don't necessarily want to pull the Chromebook over in front of them. So now I join the Google Meet, I open my Google Meet, and instead of saying join now, I'm going to say present. And remember, I opened up my presentation before, so this is what I want to present to my student at home. I want them to be able to see the slideshow that I'm talking about. And if I say share right here, you can see what happens is it comes up on, for the students, it will come up on their screen in the Google Meet. Now this is hooked up to my projector in class. I can share it that way. So this is just another way of doing it, of sharing it, instead of this particular one is a Peer Deck. But if you didn't want to use Peer Deck and you really wanted to engage those students in front of you to be looking up at you and you don't necessarily need them to be working on a Peer Deck presentation. Just one more way of doing it. I thought that might be helpful for some teachers who are trying to figure out how they can get their students to view at home. So the other thing I can do is go into my Meet again. I can stop presenting and say now I want to bring up present now. I want to bring up a document. Let me open a document instead. So if I go here and I open up the document, history, I know I just had one. Here's one. Here's the document that I had open. Again, I'm in the Meet. Now, I didn't log out of the Meet. I just said stop presenting, and I want to present something else now. I can say present now, and I can now bring up this document and share it right here. And now that comes up for my class in front of me, but it also comes up on the desktop for the students at home. That hopefully this will help you all. Again, you want to have Google Meet on 2 computers. You want to turn off the sound on the one that is not hooked up to the speakers and the microphone and see how that goes. I'm here to answer questions, come into your class and walk you through it if you want. Just let me know. Thanks a lot.